let's break it down like this. I am Nate Almighty. This is a power discussion. Let's talk about how Kane will return to the Power universe in the future. Shout out to the GPA, the Global Power Ambassadors. Let's break it down like this. We know that Kane is gone. We know Kane is on the run. We know Kane cannot remain in New York City. Kane cannot remain in New York City, but we also know that we have the option of seeing Kane pop up anywhere else in any other state that Tariq or his family pops up, or anywhere that Effie pops up besides New York, because Effie will not have Kane pop back up in New York. At this point, they're really in love, right? They're going to see each other again. Kane said it himself, I'm going to pay you back. We can expect Kane to go somewhere else, bubble up somewhere, and pay Effie back in double. Now, if she chooses to go to Stanford, once he does that, cool. Whether it's going to happen in a season or two, 3 seasons of whatever spinoff, we know it's going to happen. So what we're trying to find out is how Kane will return to the Power universe. And what I have here are the 4 logical, most likely ways that Kane will return. Now, the writers could pull a fast one. They can make it happen in any other way. But if it does happen, I believe that some variation of these 4 ways, it will happen. So let's break it down, okay? How Kane will return to the Power universe? Kane will have his own spinoff in a new location. Now, if they choose to take it serious, I really believe that Kane can be the leader, the lead character in his own spinoff. Now, the first place we could think of would be Atlanta, because that's where his family came from towards the end of the series. So he could easily go down there. We already see that he has a team. Maybe they bring Dirk back. Maybe they bring back them 2-3 other dudes. They probably would have to. He could bubble up there, and he could still end up in these other places that I'm going to name, which you could probably get some idea of what I'm going to say. But like I said, for the first option, he could take his money and he could build off that in Atlanta somewhere, staying low key, staying out the way, becoming his own ghost of a sort. And then at the same time, for the second option of how he returns to the Power universe, for whatever reason, Effie needs him. Now, here's the thing. I think we will find out once we see Effie or Kane again that Effie found a way to keep in contact with Kane. This will be in the form of some kind of burner phone, or in the form of, because Effie is real good with computers, some kind of encrypted email address that if he doesn't use too much, the police shouldn't be able to track him. If Effie needs him, Kane is pulling up. Now, if Effie needs him in New York, she would not hit Kane up. But if something happens to where Effie maybe ends up in Chicago with Tariq or something, and then Effie hits him up, Kane to pull up. Next, we got Chicago. Now, getting to How I Live, he had a great idea about how Kane could end up in Chicago. And it's like, Kane is up in Chicago. He has no idea who Tommy is, of course. Tommy has no idea about him. He ends up working with Jannard or somebody, and he becomes a threat. He becomes a threat to Tommy. Tommy knows that nobody knows who Tariq and his people are. So Tommy has Tariq and his people come. And somehow, some way, maybe Braden, Tariq, Kane, they end up shooting at each other, and they end up seeing each other's face. That would be great TV. That would be absolutely great TV. He ends up in there like that. Boom. That's a possibility. Shout out to Getting How I Live for saying that. And then, what I also have for number 4, we have Diana. We do not know. It's this easy for the writers to have a way for Effie to tell Diana, like, yo, here's this secret burner phone. Burner number that I got for Kane. Here's this secret email. Right? If you really need him, hit him up. But if not, we should just let him do his own thing and figure it out, and because it's hot out here. If Diana needs Kane, Kane is pulling up. Kane's pulling up. So if Diana happens to be in Chicago and needs Kane, Kane will pull up. Kane will pull up. Now, these are the 4 most logical ways that I can see Kane returning to the Power Universe. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Like, shit, comment, subscribe. Peace.
Can't teach that shit, nigga. Come on. That's God-gifted. That's touched by an angel. That's on the dome, nigga.